I'm Ray Allen. I am the president and CEO of Pepper Shock Media, and I'm I'm hopefully going to be able to give you some good information, and we can have a discussion about all of the things that we can think of doing to help keep our businesses going. So we have been all quarantined, and hopefully everyone is able to find good things to be able to work from home. And now we are in this interesting state of mind, what's going on in the world. So there's been a number of things that have happened, right? Our restaurants are closing, and businesses are laying people off and struggling to, it's really interesting how this has all turned around so quickly. And so what I want to try to do, and if other people have other ideas, please go ahead and help, chime in with that as well. But what we're finding is that, there's all these kids that are now at home, working from home, and the grocery stores are running out of, of the craziest things like toilet paper, all that kind of stuff. So what can we do to continue to keep these businesses going? And some of the things that I have been seeing that other people are doing, where we can promote gift cards or purchase of gift cards when they're doing. So one of the things that I wanted to do, every time I was supposed to go to a coffee shop and I canceled and did it through Zoom instead, I thought, okay, now I'm going to tally up how many gift cards I need to purchase because I'm not going to that coffee shop. And gift cards are a way to continue to keep those companies at least some income going, even though people aren't utilizing their services. And restaurants are sending their employees home with all the food and saying we're closing the doors, and donating food to the places that need it right now. The food banks are going low on food, and so those are some pretty amazing things that are happening. Doors are shutting temporarily, and the unemployment office is filling up, right? So if you are in a position where you can purchase gift cards, that's one way, or find ways to put them out in the world. So every one of us have email lists or social media that we can use, and so ways to do those special promotions. So I've received, countless emails in my inbox of where you can do buy one, get one opportunities, BOGO opportunities, or if you buy a $50 gift card, you get an additional $10 gift card for free, and those types of things, everything from services to restaurants to retailers. My sister, works at Ulta, and they, have sent people home. But I'm getting the online messages where they will do free shipping past, a certain amount. So offering free shipping is helpful. Being able to give people incentives and, double the points that you'd otherwise get. I think I also received from a shoe store to say that my points would double if I ordered online, that kind of thing. So those are some ideas. If you have other ideas, please feel free to chime in the chat. I'm not sure why this isn't going live. I'm going to just try one more time on the streaming for the Marketing Expedition Facebook group. I am hardwired, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'll just go live on my own timeline here. So other ideas. Something else I've seen is for events that were supposed to happen that haven't. Sometimes they have merchandise that they would otherwise be selling at the events. And instead, you can sell your merchandise online. And if your event was postponed until September or another time, continue to put together emails that can help you sell that merchandise, and again, offer free shipping over a certain amount. Looks like we've got Blossom Johnston saying, I put together a list of local resources that are unemployed to address key challenges like jobs and housing, food, transportation, childcare, and she's willing to share that. Did it for the neighbors, so yes, please do. That would be awesome. willing to share, there's a need. So anybody that's willing to share a need, that's great. So other ideas that we've come up with that I've seen happen when we're quarantined, right? People are posting on Facebook, learning how to use Zoom for the first time. And yesterday we just randomly, somebody on my Facebook said, "Hey, I need to learn how to use this. Can I, I need some help." So then a whole bunch of people just from all over the country ended up on her Zoom just to see, she was testing it out to see how it was working. And it was kind of fun to be able to do that. And just then learning and talking to other people and learning about them and how we can, help support each other in different ways. I also belong to an online networking group called The Veranda that was started by Shelley Jorgensen, and we now are speaking with women all over the world, and we get on Zoom and we talk about our businesses. We talk about what we're able to do, what our needs are, how we can help each other, and so finding online networking groups is another way to be able to help support your business. And Nick Anderson is saying that the Cathedral of the Rockies will continue to offer lunch bags Monday through Friday. Excellent. There are, at the Boys and Girls Club, I know they're passing out grab and go food in just various places in the cities all over. They're finding ways to get food to the people that need it. The moving food pantry, those types of things are there too. So, and I'm going to pull up, I had a list of things I wanted to make sure I covered here. Let me find that. Where did it go? Well, we'll have to put this on the replay for the Marketing Expedition members because it's just not doing it. So another thing that's happening is people who are putting together care packages or gift basketing companies. You want to, normally in normal circumstances, you would, send a gift basket to somebody for a birthday or for whatever the case might be, whatever celebration or memorial, those types of things. Well, now you can just send care packages to people that are, like my grandparents, for example, they're quarantined, right? They're the age group that's the most vulnerable. So gift basketing companies, you can have them put together care packages, meal packages, sending them meals, that kind of thing. And being able to, make those packages, but then utilizing local resources or things that you can get shipped to you from your local shops. I know Amazon is working to get things to people as well, but if you can order something from a local shop, you can do that. My friend Ruby Luz, she's doing one-on-one shopping experiences. She owns a retail shop in downtown, and she's on Instagram and showing off the clothing that she has to show what people could order from her, and then she can ship it to you and send it and do shipping that is over a certain amount, free. So, or deliveries even. I know that restaurants are, if they're not closing their doors or being ordered to close their doors, they're doing curbside pickup, or they're doing deliveries within a certain radius, so they can deliver to you to your door, and utilizing DoorDash and those other types of services that can deliver food to the different places that are still open. Call ahead and do that. One thing I saw is that you can call a restaurant ahead of time, and a whole bunch of people can order from that restaurant and do a social gathering via Zoom, right? And we can enjoy purchasing something from the restaurant if they're still open, and enjoying our time together through Zoom. So being able to do that. So that's one thing that can happen. Let's see. sorry, I'm looking at the speaker view here. The other idea that I had to, or have seen anyway, seen other people have, is being able to actually curbside, if it's a retail shop, or you know, if there's something that you want to order or get from them, and people can bring it to you. So pharmacies are doing the same thing, where they do curbside delivery out to your car, just calling ahead and doing that. Graber and Company, which is a salon company, Shelly Bills, I got to speak with her team, and earlier, I guess it was probably about a month ago, and she's, you know, posted that they've had to close their doors for now, and you know, caution to make sure that we're not spreading this disease anywhere. But she has done where she's offering, we're pleased to offer our guests the opportunity to purchase gift cards online now to use after 4/15/2020. So, and here's what the deal is, and I think this is great. For every $125 in gift card purchased, you'll receive a $20 bonus card, good for any product or service that we offer. And you can click the link that she sent, and you can just buy instant gift cards and print or email those gift cards. And you can do it for other people. Maybe it's a gift to somebody. Maybe that's, you know, something you can do. My birthday is tomorrow, so I'm just saying, let's support these local businesses, right? And you can, with her, she said services can be booked now online for after when they're going to open up again in April. And so you can book your services online or reschedule if you needed to, if you had something scheduled, which is something that you can do, so that you know you've got pre-sales done, pre-sales or pre-orders, if you can create that. Something else I saw that was pretty interesting. Ogden's Own is a distillery in Utah, and they were approved to be able to create hand sanitizer with their liquor. So people are getting very creative in what they can do to keep their business alive and keep things going. Let's see, we've got how many people are working from home that are not used to doing so, and can we give some ideas of how to make that transition, especially with the family at home? So yeah, I actually didn't leave my house for 3 days. I was upstairs in my bedroom doing Zoom calls almost back to back for 3 days. We're gonna do live events now that were supposed to be live, but now we're doing live streaming events. We're doing some fundraiser events that otherwise normally are, you know, after hours, and people are wining and dining and raising money. But now we're going to do the whole thing Zoom. So if you are working from home, there are many different things to consider. One of the things I saw was TLC. So technology, leadership, and communication. And of course, you know, tender loving care too. But technology, if you have the technology to be able to do it, you know, my kids at home, we were all trying to use the internet all at once, and so we had to take turns on who could be on Zoom and when. And you know, my cell phone service, I was sometimes going off to my cell phone versus my CenturyLink at home. And I know that there have been cell phone companies saying that they would support cell phone internet access. And so I think I posted on my Facebook a number you can call, or, you know, I think it was Sprint, Verizon, a couple of those, maybe AT&T, that are working with families to be able to get internet access if that's something that's needed there. And so, yeah, working from home, the technology is important. I know that Cradlepoint and Mobility Help Desk is a client of ours. They're busy helping, getting people, making sure that they have internet at home, that it's, you know, better than dial-up, right? Remember when we had to dial up? Sometimes I felt like my internet was doing that. So that's why I came to the office today, because I wanted to make sure that I had, you know, great internet for this today. And even then, I think because everybody's on internet, it's slowing things down. And so thinking about your technology, and then thinking about your leadership, and some people can work from home, no problem. Some people have the drive and capabilities and ability to do that, and keep themselves motivated and going, and doing that, even while the kids are home, which is the difficulty that we're running into, right? We're watching kids, but we're also trying to work from home too, and making sure that our kids are doing their schoolwork online so that they don't have to extend the school year, right? So the leadership in that is that, can the people work from home and be trusted to work from home, right? Is that something that you're concerned with? Are they actually getting the work done? And so communication is the TLC part. Communication is important because you want to sometimes even over communicate in some cases, just to make sure that you're checking in. And we've done Zoom calls. I was on Zoom with my staff. I've been Zooming with everyone, right? Even when I was speaking with the YMCA, we were talking about, normally they offer childcare, right? And so they've been doing videos that they could do pre-recorded, and we were talking about Zumba on Zoom. So Zumba, anyway, yeah. But just keeping the culture alive from working from home, and keeping people in their state of mind positive as much as we can. I have another comment here. Sweet Tea Living, a boutique in Eagle, is run by a couple that had to close, and they are going to be selling by having people right now order via email and phone, and they can pick up their goodies on the porch. Sweet Tea Living design, really amazing curation there. Excellent. Let's see, need to realign expectations, don't make assumptions, talk through how they demonstrate. Excellent. Yes, so, design is the domain. Thank you, Lynette. So sweettealiving.design. Let's see, be productive. And so when we're talking about working from home, right? And keeping business alive from doing that. Absolutely. And, another point about working from home that was kind of, the TLC idea, the 3 ingredients to that, when working from home, something that kind of kept coming up too. Let me see if I can find it here. Tools that you can use, right? So we use Asana so that we can task out the tools that we have that are needed to get done. Other people can use Trello, or there's other types of tools that you can have. So the technology, right? That's kind of the TLC part. And there's other things like Slack. Let's see, what was the other one called? There's ones you can pay for, like Basecamp and Monday.com, and those tools that you can use to continue to be able to communicate and know where people are at in their projects, and utilize it. We use the G Suite Google apps, so Google Docs, Google Spreadsheets, all of those types of things, and they integrate with Asana as well. And the other thing that we do is we have an answering service, answer our phones, and then they can live transfer to our cell phones. So we were kind of built to be able to work from home. And in our case, we always allowed our staff to work from home, at least once a week. And a lot of people already work from home, and so we're kind of used to it. But I was pretty surprised to see how many people had never used Zoom before, or had never had to work from home before. And so I've been helping people with Zoom and understanding how to do these webinars and do just utilizing Zoom. You can do, I think, 40 minutes for free with a free Zoom account. And, if that's one area to buy stock in, that's Zoom, right? It's just encouraging people to be able to use FaceTime or Google Duo, or Marco Polo is another one where you can record a video and send it. I had forgotten I was even on Marco Polo, and Shay, my son's friend's mother, she are you on Marco Polo? So I've been using that app too. And of course, on social media. And Lynette says that we're being proactive at Fire Talker PR and encouraging people to relax into technology, using this time to work on the back end of their business and on those projects that they've put off. I'm offering free editing services and advice in 20-minute increments. Get to know Medium, guest blog, Infologic, the camera on your phone also took a big uptick in the market. Very good. Medium.com, excellent. Yeah, and by doing, scheduling out social media posts or scheduling out blog posts or utilizing the time to do things that you otherwise maybe didn't have time to do before, but now you do because you're not driving 100 places, you're not going, all over the world, right? So those are some great ideas too. Thank you for sharing. And also some other tools and technologies. There are tutorials that you can watch and listen to and educate yourself on. If there's something new that you want to try and do as far as a tool, you can do that. And let's see, I had one more thing that I was going to pull up here to think about, and let me see if I can. There it is. Okay, so the other part of the communication from working from home idea, ways that you can still continue to communicate through text and instant messenger and Google Hangout, or just different ways to continue to be able to communicate with each other. I was never really a huge fan of utilizing instant messenger. I mean, I used to do it a long time ago, but it's also kind of quick and easy, and some of our people use it a lot more. They'll use the Google Hangout ability to continue to message each other, and that way you're not having to interrupt necessarily with like having to set up a Zoom call. You can just ask a quick question and send it that way, or via email. I know I've used some of this time to be able to clean out my inbox a little bit and set up the tools that are in my Google Suite that I didn't realize were there before. And when I went to the Google Marketplace and found more extensions that I added to my email to help organize it a little bit more. Let's see, Blossom says there's some great resources on the Idaho Nonprofit Center resource page, including how to work remotely, online fundraising tutorials on a host of topics. And while it's focused on nonprofits, the key challenges are pretty much the same. Check them out there. Excellent. Yes, FaceTime for communicating and doing a lot more of that on Facebook. Yes, ma'am. And my Angie, who is I think on the line, her kids have the Facebook portal, and she was saying that the grandparents are going to be reading stories through the Facebook portal to her kids to help keep them occupied. I thought that was a really great idea, to be able to try to work from home and then have the grandparents help watch the kids from a distance, and I think that's what we need to do. We all have to kind of figure out ways to keep our kids occupied while we're trying to still keep our businesses alive and do the work that needs to get done and keep the the economy going and growing, because small business is the backbone of our economy, right? And I know that if there are businesses that are struggling, the SBA came out with a disaster relief loan. In the Marketing Expedition group, Facebook group, I posted in there where you can go to access to see if you qualify to be able to get the loan. First, it was only available for places that were designated as disaster areas, but I think now it's opened up to everyone, because everyone is technically in disaster area. So and Angie said that the Facebook portal has interactive stories built in. I think that's really great to be able to do that. So the disaster relief, we were kind of just reading a little bit more into it. It qualifies if you are unable to get any credit anywhere else, and I think it's like 3.75 interest loan. I think you can get up to $2 million. I belong to a EO accelerator program, EO Idaho, and they were saying that there's ability to get some assistance there. And I think you can loan up to $2 million if you had to, in some cases. But I don't know that we would want to do that. I don't want to go overboard. I wouldn't want to do too much. But it's certainly something that is out there. You need to have all your loan documents and all your tax documents all ready to go, and the more you can have it put together is there for it. Ruth said that she went to the SBA site this morning, and Idaho is not currently included, but I imagine it's coming soon. I think that that's true. And Lynette said that working on LinkedIn profiles, utilizing free tutorials. She's got a link in the chat feature there too. Thanks for sharing. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, all of the things that you can work on and keep working. I know Brian, who works for us, she does a lot of copywriting. She's getting a lot of writing done, and for all of our clients and for us too, and for the Marketing Expedition website that we're creating with all the tips and tools. Lynette said for small business loans are being forgiven, right? I don't know, although that would be amazing. I do know that if you have to pay taxes, they've extended the deadline from April 15th to July 15th. And I confirmed that with my CPA. I just sent a note to Nichols Accounting and just said, I want to make sure that this is accurate. I heard about it. I just want to see. And yes, they've extended paying the taxes. You've got a little more time to do that, which is nice. Okay, so Lynette says, do I know more? Let's see, through the government for those that are using it only for paying employees. Do you know more about that? I don't. I think there is a link that has kind of more information that's posted, and here's the, let me get this link for you for where to go to join the group that I had in here. So let's see, I'm gonna paste that. If you want to go to the Marketing Expedition members group, you're welcome to do that. And okay, so let's see, what time is it? We're about a half hour into it. So I'll just keep going because I have some more ideas and everyone's sharing, and I think this is wonderful for everyone to do that. Do you have some more online networking groups that you can recommend? So for women, the Veranda, that's the group, Veranda. I'll have to get a link for that for you right now. Shelley has also created another group. It's oh, let me look this up here. On Facebook. I was just on it, so but yes, there's another online group here that starts with an E. Oh, Shelley, you would be so, let's see. Let me just go to her page and I'm sure it's there. Shelley Jorgensen. So she, I originally met her through Gevent, which is normally face-to-face networking. So the Veranda, the Edge, let's see, this is to learn more about that. The Veranda virtual networking, and then also she created a co-ed one, and let's see, executive networking events group. So let's see, I will put a link here, and I think you can ask to join, and she's doing a lot there. And I would also encourage you to join the Marketing Expedition members group, and we can network there and just share and help support everyone there too, to make that happen as well. And I also want to applaud you all for taking the time to join us now. And if you are on here and you have a business, I encourage you to give us all your links in the chat, so that we can go support you and go like your pages, go like your Facebook, page that you have, so that we can all support each other and, talk to each other and communicate with each other, right? It's definitely now is the time to do what we can online to support everyone. And I know Ruth is there. She's working with youth in the mental wellness space, and this kind of thing where we're being, you know, quarantined. And you know, there was a meme that said something like, "Dear introverts, go check on all of your extroverts. They are not okay." And you know what? It's kind of true. I love to be around people, and this whole not being able to hug people is really hard, you know? And being locked up in my house for 3 days was pretty crazy. Look at all this. We've got websites to go to, and so we've got Robin. She's got, what is that? Stromber more wood. Okay, I'm just going to go check this out right now and see what we've got here. Hardwood floors. Good. Thank you for sharing. And if you've got social media, put your social media links in there, and we'll go follow each other and support each other. I just went and liked your page too, Strongbird. That's awesome. So yeah, if we can continue to help support each other, buy from each other. You know, I know it's easy to do when you're sitting at home, being able to order from Amazon, and I love Amazon, don't get me wrong, but if there's something that you need that you can get from a local vendor or supplier, just think twice before you do that, because we need to support each other locally just as much as we can. And you know, if we can you know, do those things. Look, Shelly Shelly just let's see. Oh yeah, she reshared. Here, I don't know why I couldn't get it to play on Facebook, but we'll just have to replay this there. Anyway, okay, so another idea that I had as far as how we could continue to support each other, and I think I talked about, you know, utilizing Google Duo or FaceTime, and, you know, doing these kind of one-on-one like personal shopping experiences. If you have a retail shop, or if you have where people need to buy something from you, you know, you can use your phone to, you know, show them what it is that you're wanting them to purchase from you, or you can call up the places that need business right now to do that. But another thing I wanted to talk about too is, do we want to double down on our advertising online? So if you've never done any Facebook ads or Google ads before, that's something we certainly do a lot of for our clients. And I feel like because everyone is on the internet right now and utilizing internet, that there's an opportunity for us to be able to do more Google AdWords, or more Facebook ads, or Instagram ads, or you know, places that you could you know, be able to do that. And oh, Ruth said, fellow webinaries, send me ideas for connecting with youth who are abruptly cut off from serving in person. We had a great group work going for team decompression and fun at our workplace, and need to move to that sort of work online to let kids know what we are doing. Excellent. Yeah, if there's ways we can connect the youth. I can tell you my kids, when they were communicating through Google Classroom with their other students, they, you know, they were giggling, they were talking, they were trying to do their math problems with the teacher. And by the way, Teachers of America, wow. I mean, just, it's amazing how quickly they've all had to activate and get into that online space. Talk about, you know, working from home and all of these kids, but finding places for them to hang out. So, you know, but monitoring it too. And I think that's what I liked about the teacher. She was monitoring the kids hanging out with each other, and, you know, still trying to keep spirits up, right? And they watched a video together online, and all those types of things. But to Ruth's point though, if there's places that, you know, that kids can safely go, then, you know, I think Facebook has a kids version of Facebook for kids. In fact, I know it does. There is a kids Facebook, and they are, you know, they're not given material or anything that's not kid appropriate. So yeah, there is a kids Facebook that the parents can set up for their kids. So that's one idea. But to go back to the Google ads and online advertising, there's things that you can do. We used to say, well, we could, geofence within a specific area, which we can do that. Or if there was an event where people were attending, then we would, serve ads to those people within that certain radius. But now it's really, if you're wanting to serve ads in a specific neighborhood or a specific type of, dwelling, you can do that. And so if you are a restaurant and you're doing delivery, or if you're, a retail shop and you want people, you want to be able to do deliveries within an 8-mile radius, you could do geo fenced ads and serve those up. And if you need help with that, that's certainly something that we can help with as far as creating online ads, and hopefully that will maybe allow you the ability to generate more business and top of mind awareness, driving traffic to a specific website if you are selling gift certificates, or you can do any pre-sales or any merchandise that you're wanting to sell for events that you had to reschedule or anything like that. But these ads can be very targeted, and now Facebook does the A/B testing, so we can test the messaging, make sure it's working, and then put budget towards what we've discovered works best and with the target audience that you're trying to reach the best, right? And so Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, if you want to do some title targeting, you can do LinkedIn ads specifically to the people that you want to target within a region or area, or a type of industry specifically to your who you're serving, right? So if you can, if you don't want to go alone at trying to do the Facebook ads or the Google ads or the LinkedIn ads or promoted posts or gaining more people to your website or to driving traffic to your Facebook page, or maybe you're going to do an online event and you want to promote that online event, let us help you. That's certainly something that we have been good at. We've been in business now for 16 years, and we were here before Facebook was, and we were early adopters, and we've done a lot of those types of things, and it's pretty cost effective, which is nice, because then you know where your money is going, you can see it working or not, and you can change it up if it's not working. So those are some ideas as well. Oh, good. More people are sharing their links and, where they can go. I'm going to share the marketing expedition. Spell it right. This is a website that we are creating. Let me see if I can. Expedition. We've been working on this one for a little while. It's in kind of early stages here, but still in functioning. We've had Etta, our designer, working on it and getting it going. And this is a site that for the first 50 founding members, we are only doing $9.99 a month, I think, $9.99 a month. But this is where we're posting more blog posts and articles and webinars and training and all kinds of things that you can use to help you market your business and continue to build your brand. So that's another site that I'd love for you to engage in. Let's see, we've got, marketingexpedition.com. I put that in there. And then the website and the Facebook page is free. The Marketing Expedition members group there. Anyway, that's going on. And let me just check over here. I had one more, I think, talked about, another thing. So because we know that we're all being quarantined and people just want to be able to talk to each other, something else that I thought of was to pick up the phone and call people. I'm like, that's just so what? Call people? But it's true. Pick up the phone and talk to the people who are your loyal clients, right? Pick up the phone and see how they're doing. Check on them. What can you do for them? How can you help them? I don't know if you can help them get toilet paper or not, but maybe that's something you do. What, you know, but actually picking up the phone and just say, hey, you know, are you doing okay? Can I send you a care package? Thank you for being a loyal customer. Is there anything that I can do? You know, is there something you can, you know, give them that they need from you? Maybe you can send them a link or talk to them about purchasing from you, who know that they're going to purchase from you because they've been loyal customers. Would they consider, you know, purchasing or pre-purchasing or doing gift cards in advance because they would otherwise purchase from you now anyway? So those are some things to think about. And then oh, I have more to talk about. Social influencers is another way to help you keep your business alive. So people with strong followings who can help tout your you know, your service or your product or your you know, whatever it is that you want to do. I almost said event. We're not doing that. Online events though, we can do that. If you've got people who follow you already, maybe you could tap into your market or your fans and the people who like your page, those types of things, and ask them to share a message, share a link, share a promotion, referrals, you know, pay them, reward them. So I always talk about the 5 R's. So ratings, recommendations, referrals, reviews, did I say that one? And then reward them for doing those types of things. So, you know, for a Google reward or Google review, give them something of value to thank them for that. You know, get your social spaces visible, get your website visible, get reviewed on Yelp. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Yelp, but it's there and necessary. So get people to do those things. They're home. They have nothing else to do right now besides review and, you know, reward you. So do the ratings and all those things, because then it'll help build your optimization. It'll help build your credibility and trust. I think one person hired us because we had the most Google reviews out of all the people that they looked at when they searched for whatever it was that they were searching for us to do. I think it was for video production. And that's why they hired us, because we have Google reviews, which was really cool, right? So use that to your advantage, use that knowledge to your advantage, get people to do all those reviews and rewards and ratings and rankings and all of the things. That's something else. So yeah, social influencers, bloggers, people that can, you know, say something about you or your product or your service or what it is you do. Get those going. And sometimes, I'll be honest, when I ask somebody to do a review, they'll say, well, what do you want me to say? So then I'll just, you know, create some verbiage that they can take and then make their own, right? They can make it better. They can do what they want with it, right? But if you can at least give them a suggestion of what you would like for them to say, and then of course they can modify it and make it and tweak it and do what they want with it. But at least it's a start, and it gives them at least path of resistance in order to do it. You give them the link of where they need to post it. You give them what they could potentially say if they would like to say it. And you give them a deadline. Hey, could you do this by, you know, next Friday? Or could you do this by Wednesday? I'm really trying to build my, you know, my online presence. Would you be willing to do this for me? In fact, would you all be willing to do this for Pepper Shock? Right? I mean, it would be awesome. But those are some things you can do to help keep your business alive. And just, yeah, thinking about how you're going to make your marketing plan and strategy work for you during this time frame. You're going to have to pivot, because there's probably things that you were going to do that now you can't do, or maybe you need to reallocate your dollars a little bit differently, and you know, make the most out of the money that you have now, and or don't have, right? What can you do? But I always tell people the last thing you need to cut is marketing. it's always the first thing that people do, and it's just detrimental when that's the mindset. But you've got to continue to market your business. You've got to continue to put your name out there and spread it, and have other people spread it, and have your loyal, evangelists, your fans, the people who are your raving fans, have them talk about you and send out your link. Make it easy for them to share and post and do. And those are some ways to help get through this. Does anybody else have any other ideas? If you do, go ahead and put them in the chat, and we can talk about some of the things that you've been doing, or ways that you've worked on keeping your business alive, and go from there. I want to thank all of you for joining us today and just taking the time to think about what it is that you can do and how you can help each other. And in all of that. So I was just going to go back through the chats to make sure. Okay. So Blossom had to jump off, but she said idahopartnersforgood.org, info at idahopartnersforgood.org. She said to email her for the list of resources that she created. We've got some Facebook things to do here, some online networking groups that you can do and join, and I think I'm going to turn Marketing Expedition members into an online networking place for people to continue to help support each other and talk about our marketing journeys that we're going through, and be a place where people can promote themselves and feel okay about doing it. I don't want it to turn into like just a blatant big advertisement, but I do want to have people be able to talk and share what they do and make it happen. So I think I'm going to do more of I'll do an online networking thing through the Marketing Expedition members, and we'll do it as a regular Zoom, so then people can also talk with each other and do that. So let's see, what else do we have here? I'm going to open these up and allow everyone to speak with each other here. Let's see. I'm opening it all up. Let's chat. Let's see. I think I can unmute everyone if they'd like to chime in and just talk a little bit more about us. Let's see. We as a company are trying not to come off salesy during this difficult time for everyone. I manage our social media and have been trying to get creative with ideas to share on social media to keep our followers positive and how things can benefit from them. DIY hand sanitizers, how to clean your home properly, virtual customer mobilization. Do you have any other suggestions on how to market without being salesy? Right, being salesy, that's, let's see, talking, allow to talk. I think I have to do this individually, allow to talk. So you are all now able to speak. If you unmute yourself, you should be able to speak. So let's just chat about some ideas that anyone might have, and we'll open it up with this question about not being too salesy, but yet, helpful. Good morning. Let's see who would like to speak first.
Hi, Ray. It's Lynette.
Good morning, Lynette. Thank you for joining us.
I'm happy to be here, and I'm learning a lot from you. I really appreciate your input. Through my clients and some of the things that they're doing, one of my authors, Dr. Rick Cromie, has written a book called Gen Tech, An American Story of Technology Change and Who We Really Are, that's coming out May 26th in print and is out now. We're doing an ebook campaign for bestseller status on March 26th, 7 p.m. Eastern. And a way that we've been, because we've continued our promotion, although we've dialed it back considerably, but a part of being able to dial in without being salesy, at least for us, is, coming up with messaging and giving, free chapters or whatever, and ramping up for the bestseller hour. It's about, because the book explores technology, it's really nice that we can leverage, other things that people have done in the past, historically, when things have gone awry. So, you know, taking from Dr. Cromie's lead in, you know, looking at technology over time since 1900, which is part of what he explores in the book, because we're
Mm-hmm.
not generations of technology of, you know, like based on when we're born, but generations of technology based on what we consume during our coming of age years between 10 and 25. So it's kind of interesting with kids being home right now, with a lot of business owners being trapped at home, and,
Yes.
and like you say, trying to share that technology. You know, how are we using TLC? And I think that's brilliant with the TLC. I plan on,
Technology, leadership, and communication. Yeah.
yeah, I
Yes.
plan on uh, talking about that and giving you major kudos on that. I think I already did actually on my page so far.
Yay.
Um, but, you know, using what your clients are doing or what you're doing as a business, you know, learning from the past, you know, for
Mm-hmm.
example, when the internet slows down, uh, you know, what do? You know, how do you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, bypass that, you know?
Yeah.
Some people are, and Rick's putting together Dr. Cromie's putting together a blog on this. There's some people, if you drive around downtown right now, there's people sitting in their cars,
Mm-hmm.
um, jumping on the Wi-Fi of companies that have it that's free to the community.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well,
Because,
there's one way to be able to,
yeah,
keep things going. If you don't have
right,
internet, you go
right.
and sit in your
There's
car. I've done that before.
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
colleagues of mine are holding their, like you were talking about your Zoom calls, doing them in their car because the internet's faster, you know, where they can pick it up or, you
Interesting.
know,
Oh,
through
that's a
their
good tip
phone.
too.
So it's like I actually was down, I was visiting uh, CLM. I was visiting Brad at CLM downtown, and I came out and behind me when I got in my car, 'cause there's nobody around, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
uh,
it's kind of quiet these days.
yeah. So I'm looking behind me, and here's this guy, and that's where I got the idea. I thought, what the heck? This is really great. And he had his front seat rolled back, you know,
Uh-huh.
the seat down, so he could use it as like this side desk. So he's got his papers and all this stuff out there, and he's
That's great.
very busy. He had his cell phone, you guys, on this little tripod
Oh my. Well,
perched
there you go.
on his steering wheel. So, you know, it's how are we making use of what's around us if,
Right.
you know, we got slow internet at home or whatever.
See who else is on the line here. What else have you guys been noticing, or other businesses have been doing to stay alive? Let's see. I think who's unmuted. I love that. Use your car. Use the internet from wherever you can get. Right. I think our downtown, our city has it's like unwired city. So, but it's kind of a weak signal. So maybe other people have better. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe
Drew, are
down.
you on the line? Do you want to talk a little bit about Google advertising and Facebook advertising and what people can do to, I don't know, promote their business or promote their online event or anything like that?
Did you say my name?
Oh, hey, Brian, let's
Oh,
say,
okay.
I don't know, Drew's not there apparently.
I wasn't sure if you said my name. I was like, well, I could, but I think that Drew would probably be a better candidate because I'm multitasking, of course. I'm working and listening. And so I wait for my name and then I go,
Well, you can also, certainly chat about the, getting things caught up and blogging and places to put
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
we all have all of those projects and things that, gosh, that would be really great if we could do this or we could do that, or you know what we should do, we should. But then just the dailies of running your business and taking care of your clients and customers kind of trumps that. And so, again, this is adapting. This is, taking advantage of a situation so that when things do get back to, well, it'll be different, but, life will resume. You're going to be in a better position to take advantage of that resurgence of interest and people spending money and buying and going places and doing things. So all those blog posts that you wanted to write, that new technology that you wanted to figure out how to do, all those I wish I coulds that you didn't have time to do before, now is an opportunity for you to schedule that into your time that you would have spent at a networking event or at a meeting. because the days fill. It's not like a lot of us, I don't think, are just sitting there staring at the wall, because life has a way of kind of filling space. But look at your calendar and see the things that have been canceled, and then fill in that space with something purposeful and intentional, that's going to be paying back into your business when things kind of get going again. So.
Right. Yeah. And since we can't do networking events anymore, we can do them online.
Right. Mm-hmm.
How would you guys all like to do some sort of networking event online? I mean, I guess show of hands or show of, comments to say, if we did some sort of online regular networking event, we could do it through the Marketing Expedition group. Would that be something of interest to everyone? I have some hands shown. There you go. Good. I think we'll do that. How often should we do it? Do we want to do this weekly? Do we want to do this bi-weekly, monthly? Give me some feedback here. You guys are our first line of, creating something new, right? Bi-weekly. Okay. Any other input there? Bi-weekly? Excellent. And is Friday at 10 a.m. a good time for us to do this bi-weekly? Yep. Okay. I'm hearing it. I'm seeing it. I love it. And you know what? And I think for this will kind of help us with intentional networking, with intentional marketing and sharing about our businesses and sharing about, kind of the things that we need help with, right? And purposefully. And I don't think it's going to be coming across as too salesy or anything, because of the fact that this is our intention. We need to help and support each other. So let's make it happen. So let's meet in 2 weeks from today at 10 o'clock on a Friday and let's do this, and we'll continue to do it, and I'll set it up. I'll set it up with a regular Zoom so that we can all see each other, and we'll do it through the Marketing Expedition members group, and that's where I'll post everything. But it is coming up to be 11 o'clock. Is there any other final words or anything else that anyone else wanted to add that we didn't cover, or ideas that are just burning in your head? And then we'll end at 11 and continue on with doing this again. Silence is golden. No, oh, there's 3 more new messages. I just realized. Okay, thanks. Oh yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. And now in 2 weeks from today, we will be here again and networking and talking about our businesses. And what I think you could do is, we'll have a roundtable. We'll round out the week with some success stories. I love that. Let's see, my leads group met this week through Zoom. For some, it was their first time on Zoom. It was very successful. 10 a.m. Friday sounds great. Round out the week with some success stories too. I love it. Excellent. Yes, spread the word. We will, yes, absolutely spread the word. I'll have a Zoom link for everyone, and I'm going to try to make it to where we can see each other's faces too. We'll see what we can do there. Anyway, I'll make it happen. And thank you. And go out and do your best. Maybe don't go out. How about instead, retract that. Stay in, but go out online and do all these little things that'll just help you build your business and your bottom line and continue to stay alive. Okay. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, everybody. All right. Bye.